So hi there, it's Brooke, and today we're going to put together some tiered trays. I just undid all my Valentines, and I don't want to go directly into spring. There's tons of snow still outside. It's cold. I'm not feeling springy yet. I usually like to do Easter, and then do spring stuff, and then summer and so on. So usually in like the month of March or mid-February to mid-March, depending on when Easter is, I kind of don't know what to do sometimes. And I thought about going back to my winter decor, and I was like, no, I'm sick of Christmas trees and the whites because it's white enough outside. So I wanted to go completely away from the whites. And so I kind of did a mix of like very neutral stuff, but then with a few florals or greenery in it. So, and I feel that these tiered trays you could use year round. Like if you're not into decorating for every holiday or seasons or different like things like that, you could just have these tiered trays up all year round and they would be beautiful, and you wouldn't have to do much with them. So I went through my decor downstairs and I chose things that I didn't want to do white, so I chose the greeneries. I have some galvanized, some turquoise, some light green. I picked out some of my florals, like the white and like a peachy floral. I threw in some lavender because that's one of my favorites to use. And then I just went through all my stuff and was like, okay, I want to use this, this, and this. And then I put together my trays, so I'm going to show you what I put together today. I hope you enjoy this, and let's get to it. So here's my 3 trays. I have the smaller one, that's from Hobby Lobby. And then this one has a big bottom and a smaller top, and that's from Amazon. And then this is my centerpiece for my table, and that's just a metal tray that I also got from Amazon. So we're going to start with the Hobby Lobby one, and that goes in my living room. The Amazon goes in my kitchen, and then the centerpiece obviously goes on my table. So let's start here with the Hobby Lobby one. Okay, so here's my Hobby Lobby one, and I usually like to have it so like this is like facing me or facing you as it is now. And when I went through my stuff, I found just like the colors I told you, and then I stole this out of my Valentine's decor. This metal bucket is from Nicole's, and then this is just some lamb's ear and some greenery from Hobby Lobby. I wanted to use this because on the top it gives it some height, which I've done before with that one. And then I wanted to use this new little sign I got from Target here, the Love You More. And whenever I use these little signs in any of my trays, I always have to use the little wood risers to stick in there to give it a little more height. So then you can see, like I could probably even, that looks funny. So you can see the words a little better, not perfect. And then I like to fill in around it, so I decided to use one of the ceramic lanterns that they had forever ago at the dollar spot. I'm going to put that back there. And then I have one of these blue little ceramic cups from Hobby Lobby, and they have more now in their spring section. I did get this out of the fall, but they have more in the spring. And then these are the peachy, pinky flowers I was talking about that I wanted to add, and these are from Hobby Lobby also. And I'm just going to stick that little guy over there. And then I was so excited to find this in my dollar spot. It's their new mini vases for $1. And this is like the pinky coral orangey one. And that's just going to fit perfect right there. So there's my top. So now onto my bottom. I knew I wanted to use my M, and I got this for on clearance forever ago at Hobby Lobby. But they have tons of letters, so I wanted to use an M for our last name. And then once again, I pulled some blue, so this is my ball jar. And usually when I don't have any decor in my house, I do have a little more blue and turquoisey kind of in there. So I'm going to set him in the back for some height. And then I like this one because the handle's stuck up, and I'm going to set him in the back for some height too. So they both kind of put back there to fill it up. And then I wanted to use my boxwood wreath that I got from the dollar spot a while ago. And I thought it looked, and it does have a hanger, but I just kind of hide it if I can here. And I kind of thought it was cute, like the ball from the mason jar centered in there. And then I just popped my M in there. And so when I was looking at this, I was like, it needs a little something. So I've made these beaded garlands, and then I just have embroidery floss tassels. And so that's what I'm gonna add to like fill in this little space over here. And then I'm gonna come around this side and just have the tassels kind of hanging off. And so then that kind of fills up the dead space there at the bottom. And I'm going to do the same at the top, but I'm going to put the tassels on the other side. So it kind of creates a balance. Or let's hope I am, huh? So this is what I meant by like, it's kind of springy, but kind of not. It's a little neutral. Neutral for me because I like color. And so here's the first tier tray. Okay, so here's my second tier tray. This one's from Amazon. And I have it facing you so you can kind of see. And it goes in a corner, so I only need to decorate the front. And what I wanted to use was this Home Sweet Home sign. I got this off of Etsy from R4 Walls is the shop. And I've had this for a while and I was like, I want to use this. So this was kind of the main focus of this. And when I have these, I like to stick them up here. And then I also had a green ball jar that I got at a thrift store, and those I can only put on the top, and I knew I wanted him somewhere on the top. And then here's the little sprigs of lavender, and those are just from Hobby Lobby, I think in the wedding section. And then this is just a ceramic creamer thing from Kirkland's, and I thought that looked good up there. And then I have a couple different greeneries I wanted to use. So, and I think this is going to fit right up here just nice by that in the greenery. I did steal this out of my Valentine's stuff, and these work good to fill up the back, kind of like in the other one. And then I have this square metal basket. It's from Hobby Lobby. It's just in the regular section. And then I've been kind of collecting different spools for projects, like thread spools at the thrift store, and I've never done any projects, so I just thought that looked kind of neat in the basket to fill up some space in the back. And then going with kind of the green theme and the flowers, I have that green truck from the Target Bullseye or Dollar Spot. And then this is flowers just from a Hobby Lobby. And I think I'm going to set him here. And this was another thing I got and I haven't used yet. And this is out of the wedding section, and the succulents are too. And I was like, this is perfect because it's springy, but it's still like neutral and brown and woody. So it's not like super springy yet. So I found that that fits nice right in the middle there. And then this is one of those nested Hearth and Hand houses when she first came out with that line at Target. I got these for a gift. And this is the medium one, I think. And I use those on my tiered trays a lot. The big one, I don't know if that fits, but I know the other two do. So there's that one. And then I have this welcome sign from the Dollar Spot that I got forever ago. And I was going to use the market one, but then it was like too much green. So I thought I'd put in a little white to balance things out. So at any time, like I said, I have to use the wood squares for these. And that just fits on there. It says welcome. And then I have one space like right here, which you probably can't see, but I can see. So I have this little jug I got at the thrift store, and I'm just gonna set him over there to kind of fill out my space. So there is my second tier tray. So here is my centerpiece, and I always have it facing the living room on the tray like this. And like I've said in previous videos, I always have this metal milk jug on there with different florals. And for the winter season, I'm having lamb's ear. And then I wanted to use my family sign that I made with my templates, and then I stained the wood and painted it. So I'm just going to stick that in the front, is usually kind of how I do that. And then I wanted to use these flowers. So I went through the variety of tins. I have olive buckets and different little baskets and stuff. And I decided to go for this like blue and green one. And it fit the flowers the best. So we're going to stick that over there. And then I do have another mason jar. And this one has the fun lid. Thrift store find again. And I thought that looked really cute, just kind of sitting in the back, adds in the blue and the green. And I'm used to having like a napkin or some like beads or something in here, but I'd already used my beads on the other tiered tray. So I was like, going through my stuff, what can I use to kind of jazz it up and then it'll be fun. So I found my copper lights that I have from my Christmas stuff, but I use them year round. And so I'm gonna, and I twirled them up really skinny, as you can see. And I probably like got them all twisted here. And I'm just gonna stick the little guy in the back, and he does have a timer. I only buy the ones with timers because I am not a turner of on things. So I only have the ones with timers. And I twirled it up, and so I'm just gonna kind of loop it in here, I guess, huh? I want it to loop over here some too, without becoming completely tangled up, right? So there's my tiered tray. I can show you what it looks like with the lights on, which I'll leave them on, and then when I do, I'll go through and give you close-ups of the tray. So those are my 3 tiered trays for the transition from winter to spring season. Next ones you'll see will be Easter. I haven't decided. I got a few ideas that I found what I want to do for Easter, but I haven't fully decided yet. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some inspiration. Let me know if you decorate tiered trays, if you do them seasonally, or if you just have one and that's the way it stays all the time. After I'm done talking, I'm going to go through and like give you a close-up of each of my tiered trays so you can kind of see what's on them better. So hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.